Welcome back to the big show, and we have a big guest. So this week's Watch, Read, Listen guest is a well-known as the former drummer of the Black Crowes, and for 27 years he toured the world relentlessly.
Relentlessly, that's good. Since then, Steve Gorman has hosted radio shows, including a sports talk radio show in Nashville, and more recently, he's here in the Twin Cities. He's on KQRS. Thanks to Chu Vision Institute, Steve joins us in studio for Watch, Read, Listen. I can't believe this is the first time you've been over here.
It's the first time I was invited. Actually, you know what? Actually, that's not true. I was invited before. There was a conflict. A very busy man.
I can imagine.
Very busy.
And then what, we punished you by not inviting you back until now?
That's what it was. I've learned my lesson. Now, when you call, I mean, I hop.
You better be there.
I hop too, man.
It's nice to have you here.
Yeah.
Big news over at KQ. What's happening? Switching formats? I couldn't believe we had you booked.
It's just one of those things. You know, it was time for a change.
Yeah.
The mighty KQRS, which I say that with full respect and love, it's just time. Things have to evolve. You want to be proactive in the world. That's what they tell me.
Yeah.
But it's very exciting. A much wider format musically, and still keeping some of the old standards there. But it's new, and these things take a little time. Takes a while to turn the big rig around, but we're working on it, and we're having a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah. One of my good friends, Paul Fletcher's over there with you, so I'm excited that you guys are working together.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. We're about a week in, and so far, all is well. No one's thrown a punch yet. no one's insulted each other. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, I'm blown away by his depth of knowledge in the music industry.
He's been doing this a while.
I know.
Very good at it.
I know. Also, congratulations, Black Crowes nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's really cool.
Yeah, go figure.
When do you guys figure all that stuff out? What's the process there?
There's nothing to figure out. That was just, I was as surprised as the next guy to hear that. That nomination, I think that's a ringing endorsement for just winging it, really, if anything. I mean, it's nothing I'd ever really considered or given any thought to, and then as soon as it happens, I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool. All right.
Yeah.
It is
really
cool.
Yeah, so I think we're supposed to find out by the end of this month if we're going in.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, well, listen, you're a busy guy, but you have time to watch, read, and listen to things. This is how we really get to know you. You're watching something called Station 11. It's on Max. What is it?
Station 11 is it's a fun show about a post-apocalyptic world. You know what? It's a beautiful, gorgeous show about. Interestingly enough, they started shooting this and then COVID hit, and it's about a pandemic.
No way.
So a little tough at first, triggers some memories, but a much harsher pandemic than COVID, as it turns out on the show. And it really discusses, okay, what if the world as we know it ends? What's the value of art? Where do you find beauty where you least expect it, and how does that connect us all as people? It doesn't sound like a laugh riot, but it's a beautiful, wonderful show. I mean, one of the most gorgeous things imaginable.
Wow.
A roving band of Shakespearean actors trying to figure out their place in the world. It's really something.
That's really cool. I do love the premise of those type of shows because, you know, really, what would you put yourself in their mindset? What would you do?
Right.
If everything that you've ever known, the lifestyle and the culture and everything was just gone.
And there's another theme is what's the value of having memories? Like the younger people who are born in this world, they're constantly asking, well, what was it like? And the people who remember are sometimes much happier if they can forget. You know, it's a lot going on.
Oh,
but it is a beautiful, beautiful show about connectedness of humanity.
Okay, all right, moving on to what you're reading. Now, this is interesting because there's a term in this title that I think has been, you know, misinterpreted, or, you know, there's a new interpretation of manhood. This is called Manhood for Amateurs. What is this about?
Michael Chabon's my favorite fiction writer. He's won Pulitzers, he's written many a novel, and this book is a series of, I wouldn't call them essays, but it's short pieces about just his life as a father and as a son and as a brother, and it's a very insightful, brilliant guy just looking at what those roles are, how they change over time. And if you've ever been any of those things, a son or a father or a brother, there's a lot that you could probably relate to.
That's probably a good Father's Day gift.
It's a great Father's Day gift.
Okay.
I've given it as a Father's Day gift, and I believe I received it as a Father's Day gift.
Look at that.
It's fantastic.
And then you're listening to Arches by Illiterate Light. This
Illiterate
is the band.
Light. A two-man band from Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Really?
Yeah. My favorite young band, if you will, of the last decade. They will be and they're playing here this summer. They've played They played the Turf Club. They played 7th Avenue.
Great.
The guitar player and singer may or may not be my nephew, but that said, they are truly a great band. They put on a wonderful show. They'll be at Surly this summer. In June, they're playing over there.
Listen, concerts at Surly are the way to go. They do
It's
a great
pretty
job
fantastic,
out there.
yeah.
It's very, very fun.
It is.
This is really cool, Steve. You've got to come back. We want to hear like more about music and about your life. We're going to have to dedicate some more minutes to you if you will accept an invitation.
Unfortunately,
I'm trying to think.
we can't. We can only move up the time maybe just a little bit because I know you're an early morning guy.
This is nap time for me,
Yeah, I
generally
get it.
speaking.
I
But,
get
I
it.
could make the exception.
What if we give you unlimited coffee? Will you
I tell you
accept?
what, why don't you guys come do the show with me? We start at 6 a.m., but we get prep around 5, so come in early.
Wow.
Yeah,
How
hop
about
over to KQ one
7?
morning.
We'll roll in.
You tell me, anytime. You're
Listen,
always
you
welcome.
invite us, we'll show up.
I just did.
100%. And just, I'm going to tell you right now, don't do any music trivia because I'm terrible with trivia when it comes to music.
Favorite band?
I mean, you can't do that to me.
Black Crows,
Come on.
you idiots.
Black Crows. Yeah, Black Crows. Yeah. Yeah, the Angel song.
Nothing without you.
The Angel song is great. That's like
that Angel song.
Yeah, I don't.
That
Okay,
one.
I'm telling you, I'm not good.
How's
I
it go?
like
Hum it to me.
music. I don't
Sing
know
it to me.
titles of music.
Get out. Make it stop. Make it stop. All right, we're new
Yeah.
friends with Steve.
Yeah,
All
so-
good relationships start out a little rocky.
Yeah, we can only go up from here.
Mm-hmm.
So you can listen to the Gorman in the Morning with Fletcher and Ryder from 6 to 10 on KQRS. And we're going to be back with one last bite after this, if he doesn't kill me.
TCL's Watch, Read, Listen is presented by Chu Vision Institute. Dr. Chu is a world-renowned surgeon providing the most vision solutions in Minnesota. Contact them today to find out why more Minnesotans are choosing Chu Vision Institute.